The September housing market data is in, and I'm here to break it down for you. My name is Michelle Seymour, and I'm an Arizona realtor that covers the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. Each month, I collect data on the housing market here in the West Valley, and I try to give you details on the top 5 master planned communities here. These top 5 are my opinion, and I rate these communities based on their location, their schools, their access to shopping, medical, and then how close they are to our main freeways here. If you have a community or a neighborhood that I don't cover in today's video, please be sure to leave me a comment below. I'd be more than happy to get you the stats on your particular neighborhood or community. So before I get started with the data, I'm going to summarize by saying sales continue to be really slow here. I'm just going to be really honest. Homes are sitting anywhere from 48 days to well over 100 days. And I get asked all the time, like, what's going on? We see our neighbors' homes sitting, we see for sale signs sitting for a really long time, and we're just wondering why is it that homes just aren't selling right now? And I think it's a combination of things. I think interest rates are still an issue. I know they've dropped recently in recent weeks, and people are still hoping that they're going to drop a little further because the rates are still higher than people are accustomed to. And if people are sitting on rates that are really low and then they're still having to go out and get an interest rates that's about 6%, it's hard to stomach. So I think people are just still holding off and hoping that those interest rates are going to come down. Additionally, it's still really hot here. It's the second week of October and we're still in the triple digits. I do think that that's going to change in the next week or so hopefully that will help. And then lastly, this election that's looming over all of our heads. People are feeling really uncertain and fearful, and let's be honest, there's a lot at stake here, so I get it. People are nervous, and a lot of people are going to wait until after that election. So if you are a buyer in this market, it's still a really good time to buy because there is a ton of inventory to choose from. And if you're a seller, your home needs to be priced right so that it presents well. You need to invest in fixing it up. I know a lot of sellers will say, well, listen, I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to give somebody a credit and they can come in and tear these carpets out and I'll give them the credit to do that. Buyers are not wanting to do those things. They're at the top of their price point. And if your neighbor down the street has brand new carpet, brand new paint inside, and it looks really presentable when they walk in, a buyer is going to choose that home over a home where they come in and they're seeing a lot of work ahead of them, even though they might be getting the home for a cheaper price or getting a credit back. It's still a credit that comes at closing and they're still going to be out of pocket. It just means they don't have to bring as much to the table, but it does mean that they're still going to have to come up with those funds afterwards to fix the house up, and they're just not willing to do that because they don't have the funds. So if you can, try to fix up your home and make sure that it is presented in the best possible light, and always get professional photographs done. I see a lot of homes, even homes in the $1 million range, that have iPhone photos and they're dark and they're just not presenting your home well. So please be sure to get those professional photos done. So with all that said, let's dive into our first community, which is Verrado. This is a master plan community that's located in Buckeye, Arizona, and has an all ages portion, and then it also has a 55 plus active adult portion that goes by the name of Victory. It has 2 18-hole golf courses, pools, fitness centers, miles of hiking trails. It's at the base of the White Tank Mountain, so it has really beautiful views, lots of palm trees. The schools are all within the communities. The shopping is inside the community. We're close to freeways, so it's very highly sought after here in the West Valley. So I'm going to cover the all ages portion first, which is Verrado. Average sale price in September was $570,993. Sales are the same as August. We sold 31 homes in September compared to 30 in August. We have 119 homes for sale right now, which equates to about 4.5 months of inventory. 33% of those are new construction homes. Our average day on the market fell just a tiny bit to 96 days, and The sweet spot for sales last month was homes in the $400,000 to $499,000 range. They started building in Verrado in 2004, and they are still building in here. So if you're looking for a home that's already built with a pool and landscaping done for you, you do still have a lot to choose from. We're moving on to Victory. Average sale price in September was just over $679,000. We only had 9 homes sell. 3 were new construction and 6 were resales. So we went from 19 active homes to 42. So inventory has doubled in here over the last month, and that's really due to and that's a builder that they just released their latest phase of villas and cottages for sale. So that accounts for about 30% of the active listings right now. Our average day on the market is sitting at just over 160 days. Of the 9 homes that sold, only 1 sold in 10 days. The rest were sitting over 99 days. So as you can hear from these numbers, our market is still really slow, and that is great for buyers, but not so great for sellers. Our next community is Vistancia, and that's located in Peoria, Arizona. This is another very popular community with 2 golf courses, pools, shopping, schools, and restaurants all within the community. It also has an all ages portion and a 55 plus portion in the community called Trilogy. So let's start with the all ages portion of Vistancia first. The average sale price in September was $660,953. We had 22 home sales in September, which is where we have been for pretty much the last 2 months. We are up to 98 active listings right now, showing on the MLS, which ticked up quite a bit from August when we had 76 homes. So the inventory, which really was starting to trend lower in August when I gave you my update, is now back up to 4.5 months of inventory in there. 22 of these homes are new builds because they are still building in there, and the rest are resales. So prices start in Vistancia at about $384,900 for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, very affordable. If you're looking to stay under $600,000, 40% of the homes in here are under $600,000. 33% are between $600,000 and $900,000, and the remaining 24% are over that $900,000 mark. So there's lots to choose from in there if you are a buyer. Moving on to their 55 plus community, which is Trilogy. It's gated. Average sale price was $840,280. We had only 5 homes sell last month in there. Currently 68 active listings, which again is up from 45 in August. So our inventory is climbing to just over 4 months. The 5 homes that sold last month were all highly upgraded. 3 of them had pools, 1 was on the golf course. So if you're a seller, your home really needs to stand out in this market or be priced to sell if it's dated or needs some love. Buyers are looking for that turnkey home right now. So they can just move in. They don't have to do a bunch of stuff. They just want to move in and get settled. So if you have really loud colors, let's say, or you have dings and dents and the paint needs to be updated, consider painting and patching all of those dents and maybe getting a handyman in and just kind of fixing up the home a little bit so that when someone walks in, your home presents really well. And again, good pictures on the home as well, so that people that are shopping from other states can see the inside of the home really well. You don't want to have dark photos where the home is not presented in its best light. Next community is in Goodyear, Arizona. This is another gorgeous master plan community. It's called Estrella Mountain Ranch. It has 2 large lakes in their all ages community, and then in their active adult area called Cantamia, that's their 55 plus area, they have about 9 smaller little lakes. It's nestled up next to the Sierra Estrella Mountains. So you have beautiful views there. They do have a golf course, plus they have shopping, schools, and restaurants all right inside of the community. Average sale price in September in their all ages community was $627,218. With 24 homes selling, only 6 were new builds. The rest were all resales. So these numbers are down from August when we had 29 homes sell. The sweet spot again in this community is that $400,000 to $499,000 range. 40% of the homes that sold were in that range. There are 117 active listings right now with an average day on the market of about 76 days, and it's been that way for a few months. That equates to just over 4 months of inventory. Moving on to Cantamia at Estrella Mountain Ranch, that's their 55 plus portion with some of that lakefront living in there. Average sale price in September was $476,527. We have 31 active listings to choose from, which is up from 19 in August. So inventory is increasing in there. Only 3 homes closed. 2 were resales. So the average day on the market in September was 131 days. Year to date, only 51 homes have sold in the community of Cantamia. And compared to Trilogy and Vistancia, that's quite a bit lower. Trilogy sold 125 and Victory, they have sold 104. So it's been really slow in Cantamia this year. Moving on to another really beautiful community in Goodyear, Arizona called Pebble Creek. This one is strictly 55 plus, active adult. It's a gated community. It has 3 golf courses. It's close to freeways, shopping, and restaurants. It's very centrally located because it's in Goodyear, so there's lots to do. It's very amenity heavy. Average sale price in September was $543,859. This was the first month we only had 12 homes sell, which is about half of what sold in August. Inventory is sitting at about 2.83 months. That's the lowest of all the communities I'm covering. There's 69 active listings. Average day on the market in here is about 64 days, which is probably the best in the West Valley right now. So if you are a seller in Pebble Creek, you should feel pretty good about how the low inventory is in there and the number of days on the market. If you're a buyer, there are still some very affordable homes in here, and I would jump on it while you can. The last community that I'm going to cover today is Sterling Grove. This community is both all ages and 55 plus living. It's in Surprise. They have an 18-hole golf course, a spa, a fitness center, restaurants. It's close to shopping and has great freeway access. This community does require residents to become a minimum of a social club member, and the buy-in for that is around $5,000. Average sale price in September was $836,321. We had 5 homes sell in September, 3 were new builds and 2 were resales. Average day on the market was 62 days in September. Home sales in here continue to be slow as well. There's only been 46 homes that have sold year to date. There are 39 homes active on the MLS currently in here. 20 are new builds. And if you're looking for a resale, on the golf course, you have 5 to choose from right now, and this is a really beautiful community. All of the communities that I have mentioned today have videos that you can go back and watch, and you can learn more about them to see what homes and amenities look like. So please be sure to check out those videos. I'll try to put links in the description below. That wraps up today's video. I hope you found this helpful. My name is Michelle Seymour, and I'm an Arizona realtor that covers the area west of Phoenix, also known as the West Valley. And I get phone calls every day from people just like you. And they're thinking about making the move here to Arizona. So whether you're thinking about moving in the next day or week or month from now, please be sure to reach out to me. You can reach me by text, email, or phone. And I'd be more than happy to help you. If this is your first time to my channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me reach other people that are looking to find their dream home here in Arizona. And it gives you those notifications so that you know when a video hits. And until next time, thanks for joining me today.